welcome. Today we'll be discussing the nerve supply of the stomach. In this topic, I explain you the origin of the nerve supply of the stomach. So this is a diagram. As you can see that this is the esophagus, this is the trachea, this is the trachea, this is the aorta, descending aorta, and this the abdominal aorta. Okay. Now we have this and this. These are the right and the left vagus nerves. This is the right vagus nerve, and this is the left vagus nerve. Okay, so the right and the left vagus nerve move downward and come towards the esophagus and lie on the esophagus and form the esophageal plexus. So this is the esophageal plexus, and this is the nerve supply which is of the parasympathetic nerve fibers, okay, as they are derived from the vagus nerve. So this is the esophageal plexus. Now it divides into the anterior and the posterior branches of the plexus. Anterior will supply the anterior part of the stomach and the posterior will supply the posterior part of the stomach. So this is the diagram of the anterior vagal trunk. As we have seen in the previous diagram that the anterior, there is the formation of the anterior and the posterior vagal trunk. So now we'll focus on the anterior vagal trunk. It innervates the anterior surface of the stomach. Okay, so now it gives some branches, and it is mainly formed by the left vagus nerve. Okay, so it gives, this is the hepatic branch, this is the hepatic branch, and from there this is the pyloric branch which supplies the pylorus, and the hepatic branch goes to the liver. And these branches, these are known as nerves of lethargy. Nerves of lethargy. So these are the nerves of lethargy, and they are supplying the anterior surface of the stomach. Now it is the posterior vagal trunk which is mainly formed by the right vagus nerve, and it moves on the posterior surface of the esophagus and then on the posterior surface of the stomach, and it gives many branches. So let's have a look. This is a posterior vagal nerve. Over here it gives the celiac branch which goes to the celiac artery. Actually, in it, the posterior vagal trunk is so extensive that it moves to the celiac and the superior mesenteric plexus. Now, what is the superior and the celiac mesenteric plexus? It is, and the celiac mesenteric plexus is around the celiac artery, and the superior mesenteric plexus is the continuation of the celiac plexus. I'll show you a diagram. Okay, so in it, from there to here, this is all the celiac plexus. This is the celiac plexus, and this is the superior mesenteric plexus. superior mesenteric ganglion is superior mesenteric plexus. So this is the celiac plexus and this is the superior mesenteric plexus. So the posterior vagal trunk moves and gives branches to the celiac and the superior mesenteric plexus, and it also gives branches to the splenic splenic flexors of the and of the intestine. So what are the splenic flexors? Splenic flexors are actually the folding between the transverse colon and the descending colon. So there is a diagram. Over here you can see that this is the transverse colon and this is the splenic flexor. This is the natural folding between the transverse colon and the descending colon. So the extent of the posterior vagal trunk is that it gives branches to the superior mesenteric ganglion and the celiac plexus, and also to the splenic flexors in the intestine. Now the sympathetic innervation of the stomach. In sympathetic innervation of the stomach it carries the pain transmitting nerve fibers, and the parasympathetic innervation is mainly the secretomotor, gives vagal fibers which are secretomotor to the gastric glands, and the motor to the muscular wall, that is they will control the secretions and also the contractions of the stomach. Thank you.